Here we come now with the two Gazelles just about ready to take off. They're coming from 705 Squadron at RNAS Culdrose, and they're basically used for basic helicopter flying training to take them up the wing standard. Here they come, taking off now. They'll now be hover taxiing along to start the display right in front of you, and then watch the fireworks start. The two Gazelles were flown today by Lieutenant Alan Novelli from the Royal Navy and Lieutenant Tim Leonard, who's on exchange from the Royal Australian Navy. They're both flying instructors on 705 Squadron, and their day job is training helicopter pilots with the Navy. Just coming to the hover in front of us. A couple of seconds just to get the spacing just right. And then stand by.
That's arrived. And another minute now, he'll be up here.
The two Gazelles have got up into wing hovers and now turning towards each other for a high-speed pass down the front of the centre of the crowd line. Combined speed of about 220 miles an hour. The main task of 705 Squadron is to train ab initio helicopter pilots at the wing standard. They fly about 75 hours on the Gazelle helicopter before transitioning to their frontline aircraft, the Lynx, or the anti-submarine or commando Sea King. The flying course of 705 is broken down into well-defined phases, including basically learning to hover the machine. That takes about 10 hours. They're just sitting in the hover and covering a smaller and smaller area. We're starting to learn to fly at Culdrose. They first are trying to hover around Cornwall, and then they narrow it down to the airfield, and within about 10 hours they can hover almost within their own length. Once they've learned to hover, they go first solo, learn to do circuits, and then progress to applied exercises, including instrument flying, day and night navigation, winching, confined areas, low flying and formation. Successful completion of the course is marked by a formal parade, during which students are presented with their wings by a distinguished visitor. For some people it may be a member of the royal family. For me it was the captain of the port of Portsmouth. I was very upset about that. Two more wing overs, another high-speed approach, and they're going to peel away on this one. Hear the blade slap.
Can I just interrupt momentarily, ladies and gentlemen? We have a young man who's been waiting patiently in the lost children area for some 3 hours now. It's not that we don't like him, it's just that we'd be rather keen if his parents or whoever is with him today had collected him. His name is Alistair Martin Dale. Alistair Martin Dale. He's in the lost children area together with 7 other children who also need collecting very quickly. The lost children area is on the grandstand side of the bottom, and it's between the end of the grandstand and the Christmas bottom. On anybody who's got a bag around their neck, pointing in the right direction. Alistair Martin Dale has been waiting for 3 hours for someone to come and collect him, and 7 other children. Please go and collect them from the lost children area, the other side of Grimsby Bottom.
You just missed the best bit. That was the best bit. That was the heart formation with the smoke on and everything. I was really working up to that.
Yeah, but hang about, that poor boy's been there for 3 hours.
Have a heart. Any lost children left at the end of the day, I'm lumping with taking them home.
705 Naval Air Squadron, originally formed June 1936 from number 447 Flight Royal Air Force. They operated swordfish by catapulted train from the battle cruisers Repulse and Renown, and saw service in the North Atlantic. They converted to helicopters in the mid-50s, started training helicopter pilots on Hillers, and chopped onto Gazelles in the mid-70s.
And let's, as we see the Royal Navy Gazelles completing their fantastic
Display, pay tribute to your official commentator for the DHL Helifest, who is Squadron Leader Andrew Healy, who is Chief of all flight operations for RAF Crinkley Bottom. And he's been a distinguished aviator throughout his career, crashing no less than 59 different aircraft, which is a record. And he brings tremendous expertise to this flying display. What he doesn't know about anything that will leave the ground, including the lift at the television centre, isn't worth knowing.
For instance, Noel, did you know that the engine in the Gazelle, the Tubemaker Astazoo 3N2...
Yes, thank you very much, Andy. Thank you, thank you. The problem with Squadron Leader Healy is that if you ask him what sort of oil they have in these French engines, he's just likely to tell you.
Mill 500, 8 pints in the gearbox, 5 pints in the engine.
By the way, you can't actually do any of these manoeuvres in a helicopter. This is a total illusion. Could we ask people to hold on to their Mr. Blobby balloons, if possible? We've had a report that some passengers fainted on a British Airways 757 departing from Manchester Airport when at 2,000 feet Mr. Blobby appeared at the window. So could you kindly hold on to your balloons, please?
Gazelle HT2 Mark II, blade spread, with length is 11.972 metres. Its width is 2 metres.
Sorry, I missed that. Which bit are you talking about now that's 2 metres?
Its height is now 3.192 metres.
Well, that's amazing. That really is incredible. If you have any questions about these aircraft, then do please come to the open-top commentary position here and discuss the technical details with Squadron Leader Healy, who will be remaining here until midnight to answer your technical questions. Now that's rather neat. That's neat, the way they fall into line, and we thank very much indeed the Royal Naval Gazelles for yet another brilliant display. So we're coming to the first heat of the Helicopter Grand Prix, and here come our Jet Rangers. And this is really a very exciting competition. It's the only time you will ever see well-known faces from the TV linked up to top British helicopter pilots. These guys are really the best in their field, and we're fortunate that they're here in this field. On the left-hand side, as you look at the DHL Helifest course, you'll see the budget helicopter.